Yeah, so I think it was a most moving experience, and it's like all the things, Karya, you and I talked about. I'm so delighted to see that how the whole world is coming out, and this the way it all came about, and the possibilities it shows, and all the it's like the dreams we have had for last 20 years. They're coming to fruition, and they're happening, and it is so overwhelming for me to see such a beautiful thing happening around the globe. And I think what's more important to me is that it's just kind of organically growing and just happening all around, and so wonderful to see all that.
Thank you, Dinesh. Beautiful reflections. Who'd like to go next? Xiao Zhuan, may I call on you for your reflections?
I'd like to be called on. I recently I have been really pondering about my role in this universe, and I thought this world is not as exciting as the one in the 60s in the US or the revolutionary period in the world. But now I think it's the most exciting time to live as this human species, because all of a sudden more and more people are awakening, like this circle, and then like seeds are planted everywhere, and just like sprouts are popping up everywhere. I just feel that energy across the globe, and I feel very excited, very lucky to be alive in this time of this history. And I'm learning every day. I feel like every day I'm different. I'm different from moment to moment. I feel that something is shifting from moment to moment inside of me and also in all of you. And Clay's story very inspiring to me. Like especially, I echo what Libby said about the bringing a group of people from all over the world together, eating together, living together, and building together. Then they go out to go back to their community to continue to pollinate that what they have learned. That's very powerful, and I feel like I want to be in that group, and I want to do things like that. That's my share for the moment. Thank you all.
I wish you were there in person. I know you were there in spirit. We would have so loved having you there.
Thank you, Xiao Zhuan. You bring so much to our circle. So what makes you come alive? Who'd like to go next? Hey, Harpreet, how about you?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, so, I echo kind of, I guess, Zhao's and Libby's sentiments. I remember, walking around in Calcutta when I was a teenager, and I think we just had the moon flight, and I go, wow, what a great time to be alive, And then Woodstock happened, and I go, wow, what a great time to be alive, and then rock and roll and all that stuff. And I think now I really echo it. I resonate very much with Zhao's thoughts that the energy on the planet now is just so incredibly fantastic, and so many people are waking up because of the giant gobs of cosmic energy that have been coming into the planet since 2012. And I'm just seeing the signs of awakening, like literally all around, so much more than I used to before. I think before it might have been like 100,000 people I walked into and I could say hello to them. But now it seems like, so many more people. And this awakening is, it's coming in, because all this cosmic energy is coming into the planet, and then it's coming up our feet, and sort of we're evolving spiritually, whether we know it or not, so I feel very excited, and I would like to, I guess, participate in one of these kind of situations myself. I feel kind of, I don't know, jealous in a way. I was there and doing these things, and being in that kind of family, kind of situation. So, very, thank you for sharing that and bringing it out to us.
Thank you, Harpreet.
Harpreet.
Hey, Fu, how about you?
Yes,
what makes me come alive is this: in 20th century, the world, the planet, we have experienced so much wars and sufferings. And in this 21st century, the culture of peace and initiative of dialogue becomes the solution that I see that my life is dedicated to promote. So it is a vocation for me. I live by it. It's a passion. There is nothing I think each day, if not how to reach out to war zones, communities that are in conflict, to explain to them that violence is not a solution, but dialogue is the only way to discover the difference and know why there is conflict, and how to avoid violence and still transform conflict and live better and have a safer society. So this is what makes me come alive. I enjoyed your mission, coming together with midwives and all your colleagues to promote healthcare system, focusing on the life of children. I see it in the other way around, that war, violence, war has a lot to destroy in the life of kids. Sometimes I close my eyes to see myself to be a kid of 1 year in the midst of violence, war, without anyone to save him. So I think what makes me come alive is how to protect kids, the generation now, the generation to come, to contribute, make sure there will be no more war, cessation of war in the global system, and focusing on how only peace and dialogue can be the predominant process on how to look to a better society that we all are working towards. So this is what makes me come alive. Thank you.
Thank you, Ofu. Wendy, would you like to respond?
Yeah, in a few ways, what makes me come alive right now is animals and protecting animal life, and just saw like raccoons just and also and so that's still developing. What makes me come alive also is the ability to connect with people from all over the world in a video conference, and that we have the technology that we can actually do that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a chance to meet all of you from all different walks of life and to hear what's going on around the world in terms of people coming together. And the other thing is, Ari and I were walking yesterday and we were talking about being alive in the 60s and what great music we had then, you know, and listening to everyone here on the conference, it takes me out of those good old times and say that this is actually a very good time as well, where there are new possibilities of coming together for people so that we can live.
Thank you, Wendy.